Hi, welcome to White Cats with Andrew LZ. My name is Andrew LZ. I'm a Phoenix comedian who hasn't done stand-up in since March, and I'm kind of going crazy. And this is, like I said, this is White Cats, the movie podcast where I watch the movie Cats from 2019 once a week, every week for a year. And I talked to some of my friends about it. I talked to comedians about it, and we're gonna just get right into this today. My very special guest is a good friend of mine, Dana Whissen. She is the comedian and co-host of the podcast Fart Talk, where they talk about farts.
Yep.
And, and she's one of the best comedians I've met out here in Arizona. She's a tremendous talent, and I can't wait to see what else she does because she's already done a lot of really great things. So I look forward to it. So, like I said, my guest today is Dana Whissen.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Andrew. That was a really great intro. Nice, solid, polished. And yes, why cats?
Sure.
That is the question on everyone's mind.
So what do you think about the fact that I'm watching this once a week for a year?
Okay, so now that I just watched the movie this morning, I think you must be a very strong-willed, uh, you're a brave person, or you like torturing yourself. You like putting yourself through intense amounts of pain without any sort of numbing agent or anything like that. You enjoy when people do or say terrible things to you. That's what I think about you, and that's a good thing. That's a compliment.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Uh, well, first off, I love bad movies. Bad movies are my favorite things. I love horror movies probably more than anything, but I mean, I love watching a bad movie. There's very few that I won't watch. I mean, as you can see behind me, I mean, I'm sure you've never seen this. I've got just a two stacks full of just movies because I still love physical media. Um, and yeah, this and I grew up watching musicals with my mom and my family. Do you like musicals?
Oh yeah, I love musicals, and I noticed a lot of, like, I have to appreciate the movie because it's a musical, and I noticed some themes that show up in other Broadway musicals. Um, and but yeah, when I was a kid, we started off watching the movie Grease, my sister and I, and then Grease 2. Oh my
See, I
God.
actually haven't watched Grease 2 yet, so I've never. That's one. Just because Grease is such an important movie, man. It's that right there. I've got the Rydell High 40th anniversary of it.
Oh, Grease 2, if you think of it as a completely separate movie and separate world from Grease, which it really is, then you'll be fine. Don't compare it to Grease, the original. It's totally different. I think you will like it just because I just assume everyone will like it. But
Okay, I know Michelle
yeah.
Pfeiffer's in it, so I
Oh
like
yeah.
and I love Michelle Pfeiffer too.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's awesome.
she was in she showed up in Hairspray too, and she was really great in that.
Oh yeah, she did. Yeah, I love her singing voice. It's
Oh
awesome.
yeah. Um, so first off, is this the worst movie that you've ever seen?
Um, oh my God. Okay.
And it's okay if it's not. I mean, this honestly, this podcast isn't necessarily about making fun of the movie Cats. I mean, obviously, we're probably going to do it, but it's okay if you like certain parts. So, but was this the worst movie you've ever seen, collectively as a movie?
I'm going to say yes. I'm actually looking up a list of worst movies ever to see if there are any others that will jog my mind. But I am pretty sure that this movie, Cats, is the worst movie I've ever seen. The one of the many reasons why,
Okay.
the first one to come to mind is because the only part that I enjoyed was the first, like, 20 seconds of the first time the Jennifer Hudson cat sang Memory.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's
she is the brightest light in this dark, deep pit of a movie. Um, but
Yeah, because she's the glamour cat. She
yeah,
is the she's the old movie star. She was a glamorous Norma Jean ginger ale. What was her name?
Grisabella.
That lady
Oh, sorry.
Grisabella. Yeah, yeah. What a gal. She was such a gal back in the day, and then
She went
things
with
what
McCavity.
oh yeah, and it took me the entire movie to figure out exactly what his name was. I thought it was
Okay.
just like, yeah, I thought it was, oh, sexy guy with the green eyes, but he's a cat, so he's not really sexy, but he is. I thought that was
It,
his name.
yeah, Idris Elba plays him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's one of the most beautiful people on the planet. So I mean, it takes a lot to make him not as attractive. Um,
Yeah.
but so I mean, you already said you like musicals. What musicals? You said Grease, Grease 2. Anything else that you grew up watching?
Aida,
Okay, yeah,
yeah, Elton John musical. I love Aida. I saw it on Broadway when I was in high school. I
nice.
love Wicked, Rocky Horror, the Broadway
Yeah,
version.
I haven't seen the
That
Broadway version of it.
oh, it's really really good, and the singing is just absolutely amazing. I mean, obviously it's Broadway.
Yeah.
Um, uh, the Billy Joel musical, Moving Out, where it's
Oh, okay.
all Billy Joel songs. Some other guy sings them. It's a full band, and it's just and then there's just dancers. There's no acting or anything. It's they act through the dance, and
Okay.
so yeah, I love them. I love them. The cheesier, the better.
Absolutely. I mean, musicals aren't supposed to make sense because it's not exactly how life works. So I mean,
Oh
people
yeah.
people just don't break into song or anything like that. I mean, in the streets, that'd be awesome if it did. Can you imagine after this week sucks tonight going to Gracie's and everybody's just randomly breaking into dance?
Oh yeah, now that's fun when it's human people. Human people breaking into dance after a show for maybe a few minutes here and there,
But
dancing around
anthropomorphic
with all our
cats.
friends. Yeah, in this case, we got who do we have? Well, Andrew, if I may, I looked up of course I Wikipedia the 2019 Cats, the one we watched, and it
Yeah,
says that it was a box office bomb. And in my
absolutely.
notes I say, yeah, hot damn. Uh that
Do you know? Okay, so I mean, you Wikipedia'd it, but did you see all the production problems that they had? Like, did you read any of that?
No, I stopped at that point. I'm like, yeah, I
Okay.
should watch this movie before I give up.
Okay. Basically,
What
they
happened?
it wasn't so much like the filming of it, it was the editing because obviously everything's computer generated. Literally, they had computer artists working like 90 hours a week trying to get this movie fixed and done, and they were rushing it because they were trying to get it out before like December 9th, which is the last day that you can get it out for movies to be into Oscar consideration. They thought this
What?
movie was going to be Oscar nominated.
No.
uh
No way.
I don't think they got a single one, a single nomination, but literally they sent the movie out to theaters unfinished.
Is that the one we watched?
No, no, we watched the finished version. We watched the finished version, which is surprising. And also, I don't like this will definitely interest you. At one point, it was rumored that there was a butthole cut.
Whose butthole and when?
All of them. I'll send you a link to like a 2 minute trailer. They took the trailer and then added buttholes. Um, and it's jarring. Are you gonna find it
Wait,
right now? Oh, I thought you were.
wait, hold on. No, I might. Wait, hold on a second. Was this like the the production?
Production,
Who
yeah.
did they actually added buttholes?
Yes. That's the rumor, and apparently, according to some of the actors who saw some previs, there was. So there was a butthole cut.
Oh,
Um,
there. I found the butthole cut. I'm just
right?
gonna look for. Let me just look for one butthole. I live with my parents, by the way. My mom has a guest over right now. I hope I'm not too long, but loud.
You're
But the
fine.
room.
Oh, sorry, not me.
No, it's okay. All right, where's the butthole?
Wait, can you share your screen? Let's see if we can see it.
Oh no, I'm. Oh wait, yeah.
Oh no, okay, never mind.
Oh no, I'm on my phone. Yeah,
You're
no.
fine. You're fine.
Um. Okay, I see. I see lights coming out of their buttholes. Is that what they're going for?
I don't remember. I haven't watched the actual trailer in like a couple weeks. Because I don't need that in my life. I'm already watching this movie 52 times.
Yeah,
Uh
that's too many cat butts. I mean, cats already have their butts in our face all the time anyway, at the most inappropriate times.
yeah.
And
Um did you happen to like any of the songs in the movie? I mean, you
I
besides Memory. Memory is obviously the best song in the musical. Jennifer, they got like a perfect star to sing it. Um so not Memory, because Memory is obviously the obvious answer.
yeah, so there's one part that comes up every now and then when there's a happy moment in the movie, and it sounds that's another musical I love, Little Shop of Horrors. The
Love it.
music in yeah, awesome. The music in Cats sounds like Little Shop of Horrors at one point, where it's piano. It's like
Yeah.
little shop, little
Little
shop of
Shop of
cats.
Horrors. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it sounds yeah, except it's just cats. So they played that throughout the movie here and there, and
Uh,
that was enjoyable.
yeah, I didn't catch that because I love Little Shop of Horrors, and I sing what's it called, Suddenly Seymour, just randomly all the time.
Oh man,
I even try to sing Audrey's part, and that's a disaster. Um, but yeah,
I
yeah.
love Audrey's part.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's amazing. I
Yeah.
can never remember that actress's name, but God, she's amazing. Rick Moranis, love him in
Oh,
that
I
movie. He's
know.
got just such a great voice, and it's so surprising.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I never made that connection that it's basically this like according to a lot of people, Andrew Lloyd Webber has stolen a lot of music from a lot of people. So it's very possible that it could have been, but I think this Cats musical was around before the the musical version of the adaptation of Little Shop of Horrors, because it originally wasn't a musical. I don't know if you know
Oh,
this.
really?
Yeah,
Oh man.
it was a movie from either the 60s or 70s from Roger Corman, and I think Jack Nicholson is in it. Give me 1 second. Roger. Uh,
Was it a horror movie? The original?
yeah, it's still a horror. Yeah, Jack Nicholson is in it. It doesn't say what year, but yeah, it's a Roger Corman movie. This is a series of 10 movies of Roger Corman.
Whoa.
Roger Corman did a lot of really cheap movies. Like they would make as many movies as possible. They'd reuse the same sets, but they got like huge actors before that they were huge. Like I believe Harrison Ford was in a couple. Like obviously Jack Nicholson.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I mean, all of them were basically directed or produced by Roger Corman. But yeah,
Were they all musicals?
no, none of them were. They were all just like
Oh.
low budget horror movies. So Little Shop of Horrors originally wasn't a musical until it became an off Broadway thing, and then I don't think it ever made it to Broadway. But then obviously they made it into a movie with Rick Moranis and Steve Martin.
Yo, yeah.
Oh, dude, he's the dentist. I believe Steve Martin is obviously the dentist in the movie, but I believe Jack Nicholson is the dentist in the original play, the original
Okay.
movie.
Oh my
So
God. He's perfect for the role. He's perfect for any like scary occupation or like
yeah,
occupation that shouldn't be scary. Like, the guy who works the cashier at Safeway. Like that's Jack Nicholson. Imagine that.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm just a wealth of just useless movie knowledge.
No, that's awesome. I love horror movies. I love I'm very particular about my horror movies, like Blair Witch Project and Blair Witch, the one that came out a few years ago. Those are two of my favorite favorite movies ever. Oh shit. Oh my God, Blair. Okay, the one that came out. What year did the newest one come out? Like
the newest one, just Blair
2015?
Witch, was 2016.
2016. Okay, I
Told you I
was
love
in the
horror movies.
theater.
I got them all.
Oh, what about The Descent?
I don't own The Descent. Dope. I don't own The Descent, but I do. The Descent is really great.
Yeah,
some of my favorites
awesome.
actually, like I put up You're Next, right there.
Oh, okay, I've never seen that.
It's really good. It's like a home invasion movie that kind of turns. It's really great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, movies like the 1988 The Blob is really great.
Okay.
Great practical effects in that movie. Okay, but back to cats.
Yeah, cats. Magical cats.
Fantastical cats, whatever. I was trying to that was the last story I think you posted was that like second song in the musical.
Yeah, the skeptical cats, political cats, cats, radical cats. Yeah, there's a huge list.
Were there any performances that stood out to you, either good or bad, in the movie?
Oh yeah, Jason Derulo, number one. I was like, wait, who is this cutie who's dancing and singing? And then I remembered Jason Derulo was in the movie. He did not do his normal Jason Derulo, probably because I think that would have fit in. Yeah, I mean, because that gets too meta.
A little bit.
That was a good performance. Taylor Swift's performance was like a Taylor Swift music video. She's living out every young girl or boy's fantasy of coming down on like hanging from a moon. Yeah, like she's in like the Moulin Rouge, another great movie.
Oh yeah.
And she got to dance on a stage. She was living the dream. Like she gets to drug people just to shut them up.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine that?
And put on an awful British accent.
Oh yeah, I made a note of that. What the fuck is up with her British accent? But I guess
they're in London, so I guess it makes sense. But I mean,
I just assumed that all cats are British. Like no matter where you go, all cats are British.
I'm willing to subscribe to that.
Okay, good.
What about bad performances? Did you hate anybody?
Oh yeah. Okay, let me pull them up. It's a pair of it's a pair of
Rumple
cats.
Teaser and crap. Mungo Jerry.
Was that I have Cassandra? Yeah, were they the two naughty ones who and they broke into the house and then they stole all the jewelry and then they left her there hanging?
Yeah. Mungo Jerry and Rumple Teaser.
Those guys. And Rumple Teaser. Okay, yeah. Oh my God, what little douchebags? Were they twins?
I don't think they are, but they're working for McCavity, but they don't realize how evil he is. I think that's their case.
Okay, so they're kind of like, because there are a lot of similarities in The Lion King, the original Disney cartoon, and I was picturing them as the two hyenas. I think.
Okay.
Those are the characters in The Lion King.
Yeah,
who hang around Scar and they want to be bad.
Whoopi Goldberg, Cheech Marin as Shinzi and Banzai, and there's also Ed. But yeah,
that's right.
Actually, you know what? You could add the Ray Winstone. He's the guy on the barge who sings and gets berated by James Corden. He could be Ed because he's not very smart. There we go.
Oh yeah.
We figured it out. We figured it
Oh
out.
man.
Uh,
Yeah, it's a good
so
connection.
so
Yeah.
you didn't like them, okay? Um,
Uh yeah, I didn't like them. What did you ask? Who I didn't like, or what like performances or
either or, it doesn't
anything?
matter. I'll take
Okay.
any answer.
Um. All right, I'm gonna go down my list. Okay.
I look
The
forward to looking at your
what's
notes.
oh yeah, I can send them to you later. Monk. Who was the Munku Strap?
Monkey
The guy
Strap.
at the beginning.
Yeah, I love that guy. He's probably my favorite person.
Oh really? Okay,
Yeah.
he wasn't mine.
Okay. He's kind of like the guide through, like he guides Victoria through the movie. He takes her along. I was actually my one of my questions was gonna be crap, where did I put it? Who was your favorite cat?
Okay. Well, back to him really quick. I guess I don't dislike him. I just have him under. I'm not really sure what his deal is. Does he have a crush on Victoria or not? Maybe he her brother? I didn't know. I was confused.
Okay.
But
My theory is I think a friend of mine 2 weeks ago, Matt Lawler, like I said, he was on my guest 2 weeks ago, said that he thinks because Deuteronomy's so old, Judy Dench, that he might be the next in line for that. That's what he thinks, which kind
oh,
of makes
okay.
sense. But obviously, I'd have to talk to Andrew Lloyd Webber and his cocaine-filled ass in the '80s to figure out his thoughts.
Well, that explains a lot. I'm sorry to interrupt. That explains a lot of like the constant singing throughout. Is
Yeah.
that a theme in Andrew Lloyd Webber's musicals where it's just constant?
Yeah, I mean, Phantom of the Opera, there are more speaking scenes, but I mean, for the most part, Andrew Lloyd Webber is a pretty musical person. He subscribes to
Okay.
just music throughout, like song to song to song to song to song. Um, yeah,
That was some good cocaine, whatever he was
I'm
getting.
I'm sure it was. Uh,
Yeah.
do you think you'll watch the movie again at some point, or was this a one time and done?
This is a one-time thing. I am not against watching it again if I
Have
want
a
something
reason?
to if I'm doing acid or something, and but I think I would probably be forced into it. The
Okay.
only way I'll ever watch the movie again is if I'm forced into it. But I still took away a lot of great things from it. But I'm just saying, as a whole.
Oh yeah, I understand. Uh, I have the first guest I had on the show is probably my best friend Nick Irvin. He's gonna be on it every 10 episodes, so I'm making him watch it basically 5 times this year.
Oh man.
So he's the only person I'm gonna consistently have on, unless other people unless I have really great guests and they're like, oh yeah, I'll definitely come on again after a second viewing. Uh, so uh, just because I mean, if I'm doing this, if I had to see this movie, I'm gonna make other people.
Yeah.
So and I
It's a good
thought
way to include people.
I thought of this whole thing like when I went to go see the movie, because I watched the trailer before this movie came out probably about 5 times because I really enjoyed Jennifer Hudson singing Memories. Um, but as I told you before, I love bad movies, and I knew this was going to be a bad movie because throughout the year while they were casting it, you just see all these giant A-list actors jump onto the movie, and I was just like, this Titanic is getting full of stars and all these people are going to die. um so I
Why do
had
they do that with movies?
uh I don't know. The concept, I mean, it's got a very long history on Broadway. It's like one of the longest running Broadway musicals of all time. I think it is, but I think it's the number 4 like longest running anything on Broadway. So
Wow.
yeah, it's the longest running musical, I believe. But yeah, so people have an affinity for it. People love this musical. They don't know why they love it, but it's been going on for so long. So I felt like everybody, like Judi Dench, I get why she jumped on, because she was originally supposed to be on the West End's version of it. And she she like tore her Achilles and couldn't be on it. So she wanted to redeem coming back.
Oh,
So yeah, Judi Dench, she jumped on because of that. I'm assuming Idris Elba, I don't know why. James Corden has a musical background. Jason Derulo, I don't know why. Jennifer Hudson, for the reason to sing Memory, because
yeah.
that's she sung it so beautifully, that's gonna be on her reel forever. Um, Rebel Wilson, I don't know. Ian
I don't
McKellen,
know.
I don't know. Taylor Swift, this is probably her biggest dream of her entire life.
Yeah,
So,
she's a cat lady all the way.
oh yeah. So, I don't know why anybody jumped on this, but literally, like on my old podcast with my sister, like every week, whenever somebody would be announced to be on the like to jump onto the movie, my sister would just be like, why are these people doing this movie? And I said, exactly, they're doing it for me, because this is a movie for me. Um,
This is definitely your movie. I could see a lot of you in it. I was like, you know what, Andrew, those cats are you, and you are those cats.
I hope not. No, I'd be what's his name, Mr. Mistopheles, the magical cat who's just trying to get with Victoria, but he never will. He never will. Um,
Yeah,
so
because he just carries around that weird creepy stick. Like, I know it's supposed to be a magic wand, but really it's a creepy stick that he whips out whenever he's around women. He's like, "Hey, who wants to see it?" Yeah.
that's me. That's me every to a T. Uh,
Wait, can I tell you someone else I didn't like?
who?
Um, Rebel Wilson's character, what's her name?
Jenny Any Dots. One
Jenny.
word.
Oh,
One word. Jenny Any
Any
Dots.
Dots. Okay, so what was she? A cat within a cat? What?
Okay.
What was she? Two cats in one? And I'm not talking about her weight. She was wearing a cat suit, that you zip open, which reveals either an apron or a sexy outfit or both, which she wears over her body.
It's a sequence vest. I can't remember if her arms are exposed. Yeah. I don't know. And probably the most disturbing part of that is whenever they pull she unzips herself and they pull it off of her, the hands are still attached. So clearly, like, it's all just one piece. That's the most disturbing part of it.
Yeah, she just rips. Is that how she was? Is she losing a life, one of her 9 lives, as she tears off this bodysuit?
I think they just weren't. I think it was all about that payoff. At the end, when they escape from the chains on the barge, and she's able to escape by unzipping again. So this nightmare happens twice.
Yeah, that's true. It does, and it happens on water.
Yeah,
when the guy, old Gus, knocks someone into the water.
Yeah,
and they celebrate. Yeah, but I'm sure we'll get there later.
Growl Tiger.
Yeah,
Ray Winstone, one of the most intimidating actors in the history of acting, is in this fucking movie. Why am I getting? I just got a fuck you. I just got a random update offer for Adobe. I don't know.
Oh,
like in the
fuck
middle
you,
of
man.
this.
Fuck you, Adobe, you fucker.
Okay. Are you a movie watcher? Do you watch just random, like, do you just, like, if you're bored, just put on a movie or anything, or just?
I watch a lot of movies, but my boredom go-to is watching old Real Housewives episodes.
Okay.
Real Housewives.
I don't watch any of those. I can't really stand reality, really.
It's pretty terrible. That's why I love it so much.
Okay. I think that's the consensus for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I used to watch So You Think You Can Dance all the time. That was my shit. I love anything involving Broadway. I love music, like singing and dancing. This movie had it all. Yay.
Yeah, that
Actually,
is true.
it actually did have some good dancing. I will, and good singing. But sorry,
Yeah, the dancing was amazing.
I'm in a Stockholm syndrome right now for this movie. I'm falling for my captor, which is the movie
Okay.
Cats. So I'm not hating it right now, which is disturbing. Um,
I think that's it is disturbing, but I aspire to be like that. And I'm thinking, because I told you earlier that I wouldn't watch this movie again, but I feel like I am being very negative about the movie, and I'm gonna watch it again and come back with a more positive review if you want to hear that. Because I think
okay.
I need to go into it having meditated first.
Okay.
I need to do some yoga, maybe get my fitness on.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing your fitness posts lately. Like you've been doing the like screenshotting the videos that you're watching. So
Yeah, 2 days in a row. I don't know. If
oh,
I can do that, then I can do anything.
oh yeah. With me, I mean, I've typically been a pretty negative person most of my entire life, but when it comes to movies, I always go in trying to enjoy it, try to find something to enjoy. And lately, I mean,
Okay.
I've been smoking more weed, so I haven't been as negative lately,
Oh,
which
nice.
is changing my comedy writing. So maybe I'll actually be good one of these days. Um,
Oh, maybe.
so I'm trying to be less negative, and honestly, weed's been helping. Because
Awesome.
I've never been a big weed person until more recently. So
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I'm glad that's helping. That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, it's an antidepressant. So this
Yeah.
movie's not helping. Um,
No, definitely not.
what would you say is probably the most disturbing part of the movie for you? I mean, it could be anything. It could even be that Rebel peeling off her skin. I don't know if you ever noticed she pulled her tail between her legs and used it as a microphone.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Um,
That wasn't that. I didn't think that part was really disturbing. Um, I'm just confused. Like, where the hell did the glamour cat go? Because at the end, because it looked like, I mean, I guess she was on a chandelier that was controlled by magic,
okay.
and was she going to the same place that Sandy and Danny Zuko went at the end of Greece? Like,
It's very
did
possible.
did
You
they? What is that? Is that death? Is that
okay? What most people's theories of the heaviside layer
okay?
is death. They are being reborn into a new cat. They kind of explain that with Rebel Wilson and then with James Corden.
Okay.
She doesn't Rebel doesn't want to be in that house anymore because she's becoming a glutton. She's becoming too comfortable. And then whenever James Corden comes in, Rebel says he wants to be reborn into a thin cat so he can get fat all over again. So I'm assuming it's all about basically dying to become like be resurrected. I'm assuming and
Okay.
to be given a new life. But if you want to go the comedy thing, is they're all competing to die. Um,
Yeah, and I think, I mean, that's what cats do.
I mean,
That
they do
is
have a death wish for the most part. You ever seen cats just randomly just jump off shit and they just have the center of balance to land on their feet? What if a cat didn't have that center of balance? It'd be hilarious and there'd be dead cats everywhere.
Oh,
Um,
that would be awesome. That's the kind of cat I like to see. Dead everywhere.
um, what's uh, see it, all of those people competing to get this heaviside layer to be resurrected, they all make sense. Like uh, Jennifer Hudson, she's obviously lived a terrible life recently, so she wants to be reborn. Ian McKellen wants to be reborn because he's old. Rebel Wilson just she doesn't really have a good reason. Um, who else? I don't know why Idris Elba does because he's powerful. I mean, he has magic. What the fuck is with the magic in this movie? How are cats magical?
I don't know. Well, I've met a few that can fly pretty high and pretty far, and
Okay.
I'm not sure. I didn't see any wings. I didn't see any propellers. So
Well,
I mean, I believe.
he made that Skimbleshanks the railway cat. He made him disappear, like fly and then disappear. But why does Skimbleshanks want to be resurrected? He clearly has a good fucking life on the train, right?
I think he just wanted to try another type of dance. He wanted to try ballet for a while.
Okay.
He was done with
The
tap
tap.
dancing, and yeah, he's he likes hearing the sound of his own feet.
I mean, I will say this: he was a pretty good tapper. So
He was
yeah,
not a good singer. His singing was not as
really
good as his dancing. Yeah.
I didn't hate his singing. I thought there was like he has a very Broadway voice.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you have any questions for me about the movie? Because I'm more than willing to answer anything.
Yeah. So you just. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, please.
You answered my question about where Glamour Cat, Fancy Lady, that's my name for her, where she was going at the end.
Okay.
In the beginning, now I think I missed the beginning part because I was too busy writing what the heck is happening. But at the beginning, was Victoria the cat in the bag?
Yes.
And was there a bag? Okay, that was Victoria. Okay.
That was Victoria. She was being thrown away by her owner.
Okay, and then someone let the cat out of the bag, which was a 2 hours about cats, and only one of them gets to die.
Yeah, that was Monkey Strap who let her out of the bag.
That's what. Oh my god. Okay, I must have been looking down or something, or eating a burger at that moment, because I missed that very important. Because that explains why he's such a good guy.
Well, there's a bunch of cats. They're kind of batting at the bag. There's only like 2 or 3, but they're batting at the bag, and then it starts to like move and gyrate and everything, and then Monkey Strap officially opens the bag. I think he either rips it or finds like the hole in it. Yeah. At the end of these 52 weeks, I'm going to be the foremost expert on this movie. I think I'm already.
Oh yeah, you totally. I mean, you know how to pronounce Monkey Strap. You you know everything about this. Okay, I know I have some questions.
Okay.
Let's see. Ballet dancing cats, that's not a question.
Okay.
That is a statement.
Okay. Well, there are some ballet dancing cats, and I don't feel like they're given enough opportunity to actually do what they're able to. I've been to plenty of ballets, and I've seen some pretty great dancers, and I feel like the main girl, her name is Francesca Hayward. She is primarily a ballerina. She doesn't have a ton of movie roles, and she doesn't have a lot of stuff upcoming. So she is primarily a dancer. And I've watched some of her videos. She's a beautiful dancer. I don't feel like she was given an opportunity in this maybe to really show off what she can do. So
yeah, her face was beautiful. She has beautiful facial expressions, and
April Walterscheid was saying that same thing. Like her facial expressions are probably what got her the movie, because I mean she has to look in awe of everything and just either confusion or everything. So I think she did a tremendous job at that. So
yeah, she was kind of like the cat version of Ariel, from who is the fish version of a person in The Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Well, that's also a great analogy, because Ariel didn't have a voice for the longest time when she was a human. French, like Victoria talks a little bit, but very seldomly. But she does have my favorite song in the movie right now, which was written by Taylor Swift and Andrew Lloyd Webber for a possible Oscar nomination. That was I can never remember the name of the song.
It's all you want to be. I wrote it down. All I want to be is a cat. I did.
It is and the memories were lost long ago, so I'll dance with these beautiful souls. Sorry. God damn, beautiful ghosts.
Beautiful ghosts. Okay.
Yeah, that was written by Taylor Swift and Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was, like I said, they were trying to Oscar bait. This movie was 100% Oscar bait. So they were that was their nomination that they were trying to get for best original song, because
Did
obviously
they get any
they got
nominations?
no, I don't think they got a single nomination. Um,
Oh my God.
yeah.
But that's exciting for Taylor Swift to work with Andrew Lloyd Webber, like a legend, a cat guy, big old cat guy.
Yeah. Uh, let's see. They got a Golden Globe nomination for Best
Okay.
Original Song for this, but they did not get the Oscar, which they were going for. Which
Who what did
I would have been okay with it, because that means Taylor Swift would have gotten an Oscar, and I've been 100% okay with that.
who won the Oscar that for
This
that one?
past year, that's, you have to give me a second. I will. Okay, so 2019 Academy Awards. Let's look. Let's see. Let's see. So this year was Rami Malek, Olivia Colman, Best Original Song, Lady Gaga, and well, hold up. Let's go 2020. There we go.
Oh.
It must have been okay. So this year was Best Original Shallow. What the fuck?
Oh, from okay.
Was there 2020 Academy Awards? 92nd. There we go. Fuck hell. Um, so this year was Joaquin Phoenix and Renee Zellweger, Best Original Song. Elton John, I'm Gonna Love Me Again,
Oh, okay.
from Rocket Man.
Oh, okay. That movie looks awesome.
Yeah, Taron Egerton's really great. So he's,
Yeah.
oh yeah, and he did all the singing for that movie too. Like it wasn't Elton John dubbed over. It was Taron Egerton doing it all.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, that movie looks really good. I want to see that one.
you should. It's really good. It's got Bryce Dallas Howard in it. It's got Kate Mara's husband, who was Billy Elliot, and I can't think of his name.
Oh yeah.
I've got a shitty movie he's in. Let's see if I can find it. What's his name? Oh, there you are. Got a really shitty movie that he's in. Of course, it doesn't have his actual fucking name on here. Fuck it. Yeah, he's married to Kate Mara. I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was in Billy Elliot, the ballet movie. Did you ever see Billy Elliot?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you should. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's about this kid in England. He's his family and all want him to be in this boxing school. He's like maybe 12 or like 11 years old, and he kind of decides he wants to be a ballerina, and it's really good.
Yeah. Is he in like a new show, a doctor show, or something like that?
I don't think so.
Okay. It's like keep seeing a guy that makes me think of Billy, not Billy Madison. Who did you just say? I've just spaced out. I'm sorry.
His name is Jamie Bell.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I don't think he's. No, he was in, like I said, Rocket Man, but
okay.
I don't know. He plays Elton John's partner, like writing partner. So.
Oh, okay. Bernie something.
Yeah.
Bernie Taupin. Bernie writes my songs. I play the piano. Bernie writes the lyrics. That's my Elton John impression.
Did you know Steven Spielberg produced this movie? So this is on his resume. It's an Amblin. Oh, go ahead, please.
So what does that mean? What does when Steven Spielberg produces, what does that mean for the movie?
Money. I mean, it feels like it was a hands-off, probably, like production for Amblin, which is Steven Spielberg's production company.
Okay.
I feel like they got like probably ILM to work on the graphics and everything. Well, it doesn't feel like an ILM. I don't know. Industrial Light and Magic. That's
George, okay.
That's
George Lucas.
George Lucas's old company. He doesn't own it anymore. But I don't know. I feel like they thought everything was in good hands because it's a well established IP. It's they had Tom Hooper directing it, and Tom Hooper did Into the Woods, which is really great. Um, so I don't know. I feel like they thought they had this all already, and it was going to be seamless. I think they bit off way more than they could chew, and didn't really have the audience that they thought they were going to be able to have. So
What were some of the issues they had? You said they had like the editing issue.
um,
Um, what else?
okay, so apparently, whenever they released the trailer, which was 2.5 minutes long, that took them 3 months to edit that, and then for two and a half
Oh,
minutes, and for the rest of the production, they rushed that trailer because they wanted it to either play before the Super Bowl or something. So they rushed that trailer, but they got it, and it looked great. So I think that they that took them, like I said, like 2 to 3 months just to edit 2.5 minutes, and the rest of the movie they had about 4 months to edit.
how many people were on staff? Like,
They
how
had a
many
lot, but
actual editors?
like, you have to think there's so much CGI on this, and then if you like, because they're cats and they're made of hair, with CG being where it is now, literally there's millions of hair follicles on every single character, and they all have to move independently. So that's literally just I used to work in a little bit of video production. I used to edit quite a bit. Like my sister and I went to school for it. Ashley went to my sister went to college for it.
Oh
Um,
shit.
Literally rendering, whenever you finish like making the graphics, to complete it you have to do what's called rendering, and that basically is just putting everything together so it's kind of seamless, and it can crash from time to time. So literally you have to have a strong server, you have to have a very strong computer system,
Okay.
and literally every single shot they have literally probably a billion different hair follicles that they have to render out. So literally it takes forever to do stuff like that. And I'm talking out of my ass for the most part because I only know my limited knowledge. I never did computer graphics, like I don't have the brain for that. But I watch a lot of graphic artists videos on YouTube and stuff like that. I wish I could do it, like, but these people are just have a different brain than I do. It's kind of like with you, you're really good at improv too. I can't do improv. I have to write everything down. So
Yeah.
like everybody's brain works a very different way. So these people who do this, they might not have had the best team, but the thing is, they got so that graphics team that I'm sure they had multiple houses of graphics teams doing this. They got so pissed off at Rebel Wilson and James Corden because at the BAFTAs last year, they were presenting together and they were just shitting on the movie. So these graphic artists were saying we spent 80 hours a week individually. Each of us spent like 80 hours a week working on this movie, not for you to shit on us. But yeah, it was
Oh my god.
there was so much things that happened with the production of this movie that is insane. So
And it's two of the most unlikable characters in the movie. And then now they are shitting on the movie. And then, didn't the movie lose money at the box office?
oh,
Like they lost.
so much.
Oh
um
God.
yeah. um all right, since I made you watch a bad movie, can you recommend a bad movie that like most people would say is bad but you like? What should I watch? Or a good
Speed
movie?
2.
Speed 2,
Speed
Cruise
2.
Control.
Yeah.
Okay, I
It's
actually have not
that.
watched that one, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
That is one of my favorite movies. It's Speed, but on a
On a
boat,
boat,
on a
yeah.
cruise ship. Yeah, it's a little different. Sandra Bullock has a different relationship.
Yeah.
Jack in the first movie didn't work out. And so they take you on a journey of love and loss, and Willem Dafoe, he's the
I
villain.
do know that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because Keanu
It's a
didn't
good
want to
one.
return. Keanu didn't want to return.
Oh
If
man.
Keanu doesn't show, if you can't get Jack from the first movie, you just don't do the second movie.
Well, I mean, yeah, one might think, but Jason Patrick does a great job. He is the reason I saw the movie Speed 2 4 times in the theater when I was a 12-year-old girl.
Wow.
Number one, because I had major OCD and didn't know it yet, but two, I was obsessing over him. But
Okay.
yeah, I had a huge crush on him. He's great. There are a bunch of I recommend it, and I'm excited to hear what you think.
Okay. I'll probably put that like either on my Twitter or Instagram. I'm gonna start a new thing where I have somebody recommend a bad movie for me to watch. I'll try to watch it within the week, and I'll talk about it. Because I love bad
Hell
movies.
yeah.
I love bad movies, and I love other people's opinions of movies. So that's why I'm doing this, because I love movies and I love talking to people. So
Yay. I'm excited for you. And also the soundtrack, the Speed 2 soundtrack, which I also own somewhere, is amazing.
okay,
The soundtrack is amazing.
all right, I'll try to listen to that tonight. I'm going out driving for Grubhub and Uber tonight. I got to pay off a $300 ticket because I ran a red light. Yeah, I just got that today. So I got to pay that off.
Damn it.
Yeah. That's whatever.
Well, that's the perfect thing to listen to when you're delivering people food. I've done that myself.
Yeah.
Listen to the Speed 2 soundtrack or Top Gun soundtrack.
Okay. That's a lot of what's his name? I can't think of the
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins, yeah. I think the entire thing's Kenny Loggins, isn't it?
Yeah, he has like 2 or 3 songs on it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Yay, thank you so much for having me. This was awesome. And if you ever want to be on my podcast, Fart Talk, it's every Wednesday at 6 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. AZ time. We talk about farts. I think you'd make a great guest.
Okay.
If you want to talk about them.
I have a terrible memory except for about movies, so I'll try to remember. I've got a good one. So
okay, cool.
All right. Let's plug your socials and everything. So Twitter and Instagram, you're at
DanaWhissen, just first and last name. Right. And I post daily fart vlogs on YouTube. Just find me on there, DanaWhissen. Yeah, a lot of fart stuff.
Perfect. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at 5th of 55. That's 5th of the numbers 5 and 5. And then on Twitter, I also have YCatsPod. And you can reach out to me on my email, ycats2019@gmail.com. So my name has been Andrew LZ. This has been Dana Whissen, one of my good friends here in Arizona, amazing comedian, host of Fart Talk every Wednesday. Where your co-host, you have a co-host, right?
Yeah, Lexis Charday. She's another Arizona comic.
Okay. And have you been doing any mics? I think you've been doing a couple things, right?
Yeah, I was doing in-person shows for a while, but I stopped. So now I'm just doing shows on Zoom or on Facebook right now.
Okay. Yeah, we need that vaccine to I want to do stand-up again so bad.
Yeah, you haven't done it in a long time.
Since March. Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I have a terrible immune system, so I'm afraid to go out and do stuff like that. So
yeah, that's smart. It's some shows are being safe, some venues are being safe, but not you can't be that safe. So yeah.
I haven't been out in public without a mask since March. So
good.
So all right, well, that's been YCats, and this comes out every Friday. We hope to see it. And next week, I honestly don't know who my guest is, so I think I'm going to try to get Paul Goebbels. And Ben Kaufman told me I should reach out to Tony Tripoli, which I've only really talked to a couple times. He's really nice though. So, but yeah, anybody that you think would want to come on?
Lexis Charday, if she's willing to watch the movie, I bet she will. She's a big cat person.
Okay.
Check her out. Who else? Ruben Gonzalez.
Okay.
I can
I'm
send you their information.
all right. All right. Well, we should
Yeah.
probably do this off air. All
Okay.
right. All right. Thanks, Dana.
Thank you.
I hope to see you out
Yeah.
sometime.
Yeah, me too. In like a year, whenever.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Toodles.